Good evening. It's wine o'clock yet again at the Wine Man's. Tonight's wine, Chateau de Campuget Invitation Rosé. In this video, I'm going to tell you all about this rosé, what it's made with, how incredible the chateau is, and we're also going to taste this bad boy and see what it's like. So, on with the chateau. Chateau de Campuget has been established in 1942, but the actual chateau itself has been in existence since 1753. They've even got wines with the original label on, which they've replicated to show 1753, and in an homage to how amazing the wines from this particular area, which is Costiere de Nimes in the Rhone area of France. So we've got a blend of two different grapes in this particular wine. This is Grenache, 60%, so it's Grenache and Syrah. So it's 60% Syrah, 40% Grenache. And they're both macerated together, which means they're all squished and looked after, and all the skin's contact is left in just for a few hours, just to add a little bit of colour to it and the complexity. Now, as you can see, this is a lovely one. But I just noticed in here, if we tip this up, we have tartaric crystals. And everyone was like, oh my God, there's bits floating in the wine. Oh my God, we can't possibly drink that. What if we die? But you won't. Because tartaric crystals are where the actual wine itself has either been stored too cold or transported too cold, and they're just a naturally occurring substance in the wine, a bit like sediment in red wine. So let's have a look at the colour of this. You've seen it in the bottle. Look at it in the glass. It's such a beautiful blush colour. Now, let's check out the aromas. You're going to get strawberries. You're going to get raspberries. But this one, it's got a delicate floral note as well. I'm really looking forward to tasting this and seeing what it's like. I have spent time in Chateau de Campuget because you can stay there. It's a fabulous place if you want to go and escape. The Costiere de Nimes area is just beautiful in the Rhone. And Lin Dalle, who owns the chateau, looks after people incredibly well. And he can take you around and show you around the vineyards and all sorts of things. So I highly recommend you do that. This is a serious rosé. This is really impressive. It's got the crispness, it's bone dry, it's got the subtle, succulent summer fruit, those raspberries and strawberries I was talking about. You can get the floral edge. It's got the tiniest hint of a little nudge of spice. There isn't much there. It's really good. The length is it's still going. Now, I have to admit, I have put this at the top of the fridge, right up there, and that's why it's been in there for probably 2 weeks waiting for me to taste and review it. So the tartaric crystals have just been naturally developing because it's been stored too cold. Now, what happens when you store a wine that's too cold, especially in a white or a rosé? You get instant refreshment because it's lovely and cold. And that's great. But you also, what happens is you miss a lot of the greatness in the wine. So, good way of doing that, pop it in your hands, just let your hands warm it naturally. Because the skin contact around the edge, you should never hold a glass like this, always hold a glass like this. But because I'm going to be warming up the wine, and I want to see what it smells like and tastes like as it just develops a little bit more in the glass. So as I was mentioned about the Costiere de Nimes, fabulous area. The Rhone is really, really good. And you can go to all sorts of different areas. You can go to Tavel, you can go to Chateau de Pape, you can go to the Côte de Rhone, you can do all these different places. But Costiere de Nimes, to me, it's proper rustic rural France. And it's where wild boars just trot around the place, nestling up against the vines. And you can have a fantastic time there. So I highly recommend the Chateau de Campuget Invitation Rosé. This vintage is 2019 and it is 13% volume. It's delicious. Get some. I'll put the link down below, and thumbs up if you like this video. Give me a comment. Tell me if you've tasted this. Tell me if you've had any of the other Campuget wines. Let me know as well what you'd like me to taste next. That would be great. Okay, got the clicker. Have a good night. Cheers.